Hi. So we're going to extend the code base that we currently have, all right, where we have created two objects, all right, and we have also created a member function. Okay, so this current member function print student info only prints out the data that we currently have, all right, in the objects that we have created, all right. Now, to update any value, currently we are using the dot operation, okay, for each object, all right, but we could also create member functions to update the data, okay, without having to explicitly access the individual attributes. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Okay, so for example, if I don't want to use the dot operator, okay, I can actually have a function. Okay, so I'm just going to create one function so that you can see the idea. Okay, so let's say now I create a function void, okay, and I say set year, okay, and I'm going to put the variable data type here. Okay, so it can have any variable name, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be the same name as the attribute, all right. And what I want this function to be able to do is, when I call this function, I'm going to pass in a parameter, and this parameter will be used to update the year variable for that, or year attribute for that particular object. So I'm going to say year equals to year yr. Okay, so I'm intentionally using two different names so that you can see that they are actually different variables. All right, the year, this year is a parameter that I pass in when I call this member function, and this year is the attribute associated with the object. Okay, and whatever value that I'm going to pass in is going to be copied over to the attribute of the object. Alright, so let me show you what I mean. Okay, so currently we have student2. Okay, so let me run this again. Student2 print student info is this, correct, which is the values that we have assigned here. Now let's just say that, okay, so let me just do a printout here just so that we can differentiate. This is before update. Okay, so I just want us to be clear on the information that we are seeing, and then I want to do one more, which is after update. Okay, and what is the update I'm going to do? I'm going to call this function set year for student2, and then I'm going to change the year from 2023 to maybe 2021. Okay, so assume that maybe this original information was incorrect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this function set year. Okay, and this is for student2. So student2 dot set year, and I'm going to pass in the new year, the new registration year, for example 2021. Okay, so when I call this member function set year, what is happening is I'm passing this parameter 2021 through this variable year yr, and that is going to be used to update the actual attribute of the object, okay, which is for student2. Okay, and if after that I call this function again, we should be able to see that the year is updated. So before the update it should be 2023, and after the update it should be 2021. Okay, so you can see that before update and after update. So maybe I'll just put one more \n over here so it's easier to see. Yep, so before update, this is the original data for student2, and after update this is the new data for student2. Okay, so this is another way of using member functions. One is to access the information to print out, okay, what we have, or to also update the attributes of the object. Okay, so these are the important things, or the basic fundamentals of classes and objects that you need to know. All right, of course OOP covers a lot more other stuff, but this is the basic concept that you need to know, all right, for OOP before we can move to anything else. All right, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.